G'day everyone, Kwaka John here, and it's time for Wednesday night live stream. Yes, well, g'day Alan and Walter. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, that's right, Walter. We'll get on to that with the Quacker John Most Wanted. It'll make more sense to Alan then. Jewel. Actually, I must, when we go to view the photos, I must bring the photo of your bike back in, Walter. So we can have a look at it again. Well, Jewel of the Nile, that was a movie with Michael Douglas in it. That's right, isn't it? It was a sequel to Romancing the Stone. Anyway, what we're talking about is Walter's just got his new bike. His new Kawasaki Vulcan S 2016. And it's Kawasaki lime green. So he hasn't, it only arrived a day or two ago, and he's been so busy he hasn't been on it yet. But should be able to tomorrow, I guess. Or he's saying having a look at it this evening. Oh yeah, I should say the guys hear my comments 4 seconds after I say them because of the delay in the software. And I should also say that it takes YouTube 12 hours to add the comments to the video from when the video is first posted. So that's a bit of a nuisance, but it does happen. Oh, well, Walton can do a bit of polishing on my bike too. It needs a bit of a clean. I'm taking it for a ride again tomorrow, but I really must wipe over it again with the chamois cloth. Yeah, that's right, Walter. I meant to ask you about that. All right. I hope it's not my internet connection there, Alan. Yeah, I meant to ask you about the engine guards. Are they genuine Kawasaki parts, or well, actually, they don't have. No, the engine guards that I've got on my bike, I got them through the Kawasaki dealer, but they're not Kawasaki parts as such. I got them because I was worried about dropping the bike when I first got it, but anyway, even now, I'm not worried about dropping the bike now, but even now it's good to have them. Pewee engine guards. I've come across them before. They're a good name, aren't they? I'll just turn the volume up a little bit more. If it's too loud, you guys let me know. I was watching a video earlier tonight, and he had those neoprene wraps on the engine guard. Oh, good. Thanks, Walter. Yeah, and they had zippers on them too. They're like extra padding around the side of the engine guard, Alan. And if you do drop the bike, that will soften the fall a bit and avoid unnecessary scraping on the engine guards. Is that right, Walter? Yeah, this video I was watching, it was a Cockney biker. And his daughter, he had it on his daughter's Vulcan S. And he had those zipper wraps, and he said that's what they were for. No, no, but it's a fear that a new person has. I had it anyway, that fear. I got engine guards on my 2017 white Vulcan S, and also on my new one, the Vulcan SE. I also got radiator guards. That they were genuine Kawasaki parts, and I think that's a good idea too. A pair of wings. You got a smiley face. Ah, yeah, yeah. Is that because you're a pilot, Walter? Oh, that's right. I was going to bring in a photo of the Cessna too, but I'll have to remember that for next week. So we can discuss that a bit, Walter. uh, I don't think so. I haven't read up much on it, but uh, because it's a genuine Kawasaki part, I'd say that they'd be careful about that. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It's supposed to stop any errant rocks or other things from the road being kicked up into your radiator and damaging it. Ah, yeah. Hmm. Well, I think the radiator guards are built for the bike, particularly when they're sold by Kawasaki. Is that the engine guard or the radiator guard, Alan? I don't know what my brands are offhand. So other things like you got saddlebags on your bike, haven't you, Walter? From memory. So a temperature gauge. Oh, right. That's not a bad idea, is it? Yeah, the radiator guard. Okay, thanks. Yeah, the what other accessories did I get? The cafe screen, the booster plug. Oh, I can't remember, Walter. We're talking about the radiator guards and the engine guards. Uh, I think I might have said, what's your next accessory to buy? Oh, that's right. Yeah, saddlebags, don't you, on your bike? Thanks, Alan. I was actually able to, yeah, you got saddlebags, yeah. I was actually able to download the manual, but I know if I had any questions, I'd be asking you, Alan. uh, oh yeah, I got the 6 volt, the DC socket, so I could plug my mobile phone into it. I got a helmet lock. I tell you what, a helmet lock is a good idea. I use it all the time. Why don't you just tie mattresses all around it? Actually, it's funny because I don't even think about dropping the boat now. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, Alan, fair enough. But I was worried about it when I first started riding. Yeah. Alan said not mattresses, inflatable airbags. Well, I better go to view of photos. We've been on for a while already. Uh, I'll just, before I start, I'll just see if I can bring your bike in again. Walter, where are we? No, it's, I'll put it in somewhere else. Should be here somewhere. There. Yep. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Sometime the next week, Walter, you'll have to send me another photo of your bike, but a side on, a bit like this one here, so we can see it better. That's a side on photo. Yeah, you can see the saddlebags on it. Anyway, well, talk about this photo quickly. This, I brought this photo out because that's my new leather jacket. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Just have to move this one. That's I bought that from Rhino Leather here in Australia. It's supposed to be a cruiser jacket. Anyway, I'm real happy with that. And Alan sent in this photo. Oh, not that photo. This photo. Alan, this was in his hometown, I think. Alan spotted this motorbike parked incorrectly and illegally, and he took a photo of it. So I've got a photo here of my bike. This is at the Esplanade at Victoria Point, and that you should back the bike in like that. We've got the same laws here in Australia, and I'll just move that aside. Yeah, we've got the same laws in Australia that this is how you have to park the bike legally. I've got mine coming out at a perpendicular, but actually it's supposed to also be at a 45-degree angle. And the instructor told me that's so that people can see the bike from a side on. This guy where he's parked, even though that's illegally, I guess he wouldn't have a problem with the line of sight because other vehicles are there to cover his bike. But that's how you're supposed to park the bike. The other thing to remember is that, again, the instructor said this to me, that a motorbike, of course, doesn't have a handbrake, and so it'll stop it from rolling. And he said you should always park it in gear so the bike won't move because it doesn't have a handbrake. Yeah, that's right, Alan. Yeah, that's right, Alan. It is so people can see the bike side on and see the bike is there. Anyway, that's all right. I did my last video, which I guess everyone's seen, my ride to the Esplanade at Victoria Point. That was only a couple of days ago, and it was a really lovely day. And I'll be going back there a few times, even if I don't take a video of it. Let's see. So if you guys want to send me photos in each week of what you're doing with your bikes, even if it's just one photo, if you can manage it, that'd be really good. This is a photo. This is what I did in the last week on my bike. This is a photo of the Esplanade at Redland Bay, and of course I did a video of that. And the other thing I'll mention quickly is I'm in the process of writing a book that I've called My Kawasaki Vulcan SE Adventures. Yes, I know, Alan. Thank you very much. You sent me a lot of photos. Uh, I've got a section of your video for tonight. Uh, yeah, I'll see if I can dig up that photo in a moment of Lake Michigan. So anyway, I'm in the process of writing this book. It's basically about my bike and the rides I've done on my bike, and it'll have lots of photos, and it'll be a very easy book to read, and I'll be selling it real cheap. Okay, let's see if we can find the Lake Michigan photo. I do have them here. No, I haven't saved it to my computer yet. I've only saved half of them so far. So they're still in the email. Sorry, Alan. I'll see if I can organise that for next week. Thanks, Alan. Yeah. I'll see if I can find that for next week. Now I'll just show Ron's intro video. I don't know if you want to do this, Walter, but I asked the guys if they would be interested in doing a short video introducing themselves and their bike, so that viewers of the video of the live stream can get to know you, and we can get to know each other too. So I'll just play Ron's intro video.
Good day all, this is Ron from Brisbane, Australia, and this is my mistress. And this is where all my money goes. And this is Ron. Good day all.
Okay, that's just a short intro video. And go now to the Hall of Fame. So I think that's the same as last week's. We've got everyone's bike and Eddie's bike and Walter's bike. And Walter might have a name for his bike next week. And there's been a delay in Eddie getting his bike. It'll be about another 10 days or so. The trucking company that's delivering it is messing him around a little bit. Okay, we're up to Wanted Dead or Alive. So we've got Alan the Mafia Boss, Walter Brains of the Outfit. That's what Walter was talking about at the start of the live stream. Ron the Masked Bandito, and me, Mad Dog Kwaka. So I called Walter Brains of the Outfit. So he's the one who's plans all the crimes that Mafia Boss, Masked Bandito, and Mad Dog Quacker do. Can you guys hear me all right? Can you guys hear me all right? Yeah, oh, good one. Yeah, so that's Walter's photo. Now, Alan very kindly sent me a video of his of his ride on his Vulcan S, and uh, I cut it down to selected a minute of it just so we can see what the countryside of Michigan is like, where Alan lives in the state of Michigan in USA. It really is beautiful country. So I'll play that now, and again, if Walter and Alan, if you want to send in short videos of your of anything to do with motorcycling, then please do. So here it is for the next minute. Yeah, I thought it'd be good to show that, not only because of the beautiful countryside. Uh, Alan's really privileged to be living there, um, but also because people see my videos all the time and Australia. So I thought it'd be really good to have a bit of international flavour and show a bit of America and the state of Michigan. Yeah, I was going to say that the time and date on the video is wrong. It was only like about 4 or 5 days ago you filmed that, wasn't it, Alan? Yeah, I can understand it. I like riding in the country too. The we have little lakes around here, but that they're not. They're tucked away and hidden amongst trees, and the roads don't go near them. Yeah, that's true. There wasn't much traffic. Yeah, I'm riding into the city of Brisbane tomorrow, downtown Brisbane. Oh, really? Oh, okay. the date goes back to its original date every time we turn the camera off. Yeah, I'm riding into downtown Brisbane tomorrow, the city of Brisbane, and it's going to be real busy because everything's back to normal here in Queensland. They're keeping an eye on it, but there's no problems in Queensland to do with the pandemic at this time, so everything's back to normal. Yeah, one of the subscribers of the channel, Keith, specifically asked me if I could ride to the Story Bridge, which is one of the major bridges across the Brisbane River in the city. And so that's why I'm doing the ride tomorrow. Yeah, well, you'll feel the same in a couple of months' time, Walter. Yeah. Yeah, it's really busy there and hectic. No, I won't be going to Melbourne. No, I think I've driven. Yeah, that's yeah. I've driven in around Australia. I've driven in America and England, and I think Brisbane are among the worst drivers I've seen. But I never drove in New York City. I wasn't game enough for that. No, I wouldn't either. They have like 6-lane one-way streets. And New Yorkers are pretty brash and pushy, aren't they? Even around your area, Walter, be fairly busy, I imagine. Yeah, I like the country roads too. Walter's in Maryland in USA, and which is really close to Washington DC. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll go to the crash video. Every week, Walter, I have a crash video. This is your third live stream, I think. Yeah. Oh, well, you know about the crash videos. The idea is we learn from other people's mistakes, so hopefully we don't make the same mistake. Pennsylvania, yeah. So this guy's in a group ride and he's trying to keep up with the guys in front of him. And so he didn't handle the corner too well at all. Yes, he was definitely going too fast for the corner. That's I suppose with that crash barrier there, you can't go too close to the apex of the corner. But the other thing I think he found was the corner kept going. It was a longer corner than he was expecting. Yeah, the guy with the camera, he crashed also. And what he does is, and you should never do this, brake in a corner. You should never brake in the corner. You should do your braking before the corner and enter at the right speed. And so he brakes on the corner and his bike stands up a bit. And the reason why I chose this video in particular, if you watch his head. missed it. I'll just do it again. He's actually looking at the grass. There, it's on an angle there. You can see his head is at an angle. And rather than looking along the road where he wants to go, exactly, and he's looking toward the grass, he's worried about crashing. But because he's looking at the grass, that's where the bike is going. So that was another major mistake too. And the way I'll just play that again. He's braking on the corner here, and you can see he loses the bike a bit because he's braking so hard. And yes, that's right, Alan. One time in particular years ago when I was running the 1000, I was taking a corner, and the bike was drifting further to the left, which was the edge of the road, and because of the momentum of the bike, because I was going too fast. And I didn't brake though, I just released the throttle. So if you're going too fast in a corner, that's what I'd recommend. Certainly not braking, never braking, but just release the throttle and you'll slow down in the corner. Most of my crash videos have been on cornering, but I guess that's where a lot of the accidents happen. And 98% of the time it's because they're going too fast. Yeah, that's right. Even when I exit from the driveway here, I have to turn a sharp left. And my instructor said right at the start, when I was doing it, the sharp left, he said, you've got to be looking where you want the bike to go, left. And so, of course, I don't look at the corner anymore. I'm just looking hard left, and the bike easily negotiates the corner. So it's really unfortunate that, I mean, the idea is to go out for a nice ride and enjoy yourself, not to crash. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'm not going to bring crash videos where people are doing wheelies and that sort of thing. We're not into that sort of thing, so just where people make mistakes in their riding or yeah. Well, what do you mean you wouldn't feel safe in this road? Oh, safe. Perhaps safe. Yeah, safe. Yeah, I wouldn't feel safe in this road. Very narrow. Yeah, that's right. And particularly with the crash barrier there, and of course there's oncoming traffic. The whole idea is to go slow, but his mates were going fast. He's trying to keep up with them. Two mates in front of him, And the other thing everyone has to remember is to ride within their limitations. Well, we're all new riders. Yeah, that's right, Walter. You've got to ride within your limitations. The other two riders were going fast, and even though I wouldn't recommend it, but they were handling it okay, but not this chap. Yeah, that's right, Alan. He gets to practice his mechanic skills. Okay, I'll go to the funny video.
A peanut squirrel? That's what it is?
And a puppy score! 50 feet over you!
Watch out for that swing there. Oh gosh! I'm joking.
Oh, I thought that was funny because the kid was making such a noise, and then that happens. But when you look at it, I think that the video was set up because the handle was in the chair.
Score! F-O-R! Peanut!
A peanut squirrel? That's what it is?
And a puppy score! 50 feet over you!
Watch out for that swing there. Oh gosh! I'm joking.
That's funny, Walter. Yeah, add that to the members, of course. Yeah, Alan made a good point about. I'll just go back crash video about counter steering. Don't want to load you down with too much, Walter, but you'll find that when you're riding, you will naturally counter steer, and all it means is if you want the bike to turn right, you push the right handlebar forward, and the bike leans right. And it's also the same with left. You push the left handlebar forward, and the counter steering works better at a higher speed. But but you'll find you're doing that naturally when you're riding the bike. So I wouldn't worry about it too much at this stage. But once you've been riding a bit, and probably with the MSF course, then they'll probably go into that a little bit more. And if they don't, you can ask them about counter steering. That's what I did. And the MSF course is the course in America for learners where they get the certificate. Is that right? The certificate so they can get their license. But for example, this guy on the this guy here in this accident, well, basically he's leading the bike pretty well, actually. I think he is, until that point where he starts braking. Maybe he panicked a bit, but if he'd pushed the right handlebar forward a little bit, then the bike would have leant right. Oh, well, fair enough. You know about it. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, my instructor said if you're riding on a straight road, this was when I was learning, getting used to counter steering. If you're riding along a straight road and no one's behind you, then practice the counter steering. Oh, let's see if I can remember. I think I videoed those learner maneuvers, like the one was the slalom course, and he was saying that I would need to do 25 kilometers an hour, which is about 15 miles an hour, for the counter steering to take effect significantly. So that gives you an idea of the minimum speed that you need to be doing, which isn't that fast really. But when you're doing the slalom course with the witches' hats, you're going quite fast for the slalom course. And to maneuver around the witches' hats, you have to counter steer at that speed. Yeah, that's while you're learning, that's a good speed. That's what my instructor told me. And things like emergency swerving, where he stood some distance from me, and I had to ride at him, and then he'd lift an arm either way for me to swerve at the last moment. That was that speed as well, 15 miles per hour. What I did was I just ignored his arm, and I'd already decided which way I was going to swerve, and did that. Sometimes I got it right, sometimes I got it wrong. Well, with the let me see, with the emergency swerving, basically I kind of steer with the right handle to turn right, and then with the left to straighten the bike up. And same with the slalom course. Once I'd manoeuvred around the witch's hat to the right, I had to counter steer with the left so I could lean the bike to get around the next witch's hat. So, yeah, I suppose you're right. You counter steer for as long as you need to turn. Yeah, I wouldn't try those tricky things to begin with. Just puttering along in first gear and getting used to the balance and all the brake clutch, the brake levers, the throttle. Just getting used to that. Yeah, well, the funny thing is, when the instructor was telling me about canvassing, he said, "You're already doing it. You're just not aware of it." Yeah, big parking lots in America too. I tried to find a parking lot around here and I couldn't. Not a decent sized one, so I was just riding the bike around a couple of blocks with a lot of twisties in it and just going slow. Twisties, roundabouts, one straight section. After about 6 weeks of having my license, I I then had a problem for a little while of being overconfident. And I thought, well, can't be overconfident because then I may crash. So I just had to take it, take it reasonable, take it easy. Yeah, and like we were talking about before, not to look down on your bike because you're likely to drop it. Keep your head up and looking where you want to ride, but also having a quick glance down, I suppose, to see where the gear lever is and all that sort of stuff. No worries. Tell you what, an hour goes really quickly. Well, excluding the 5 minute countdown, we've been going 52 minutes. Okay, well, I'll show the two usual videos at the end. The website video these are for viewers of the live stream video, so they can, if they don't know this information, they'll see it here. Quaker John has a website. One way of going to the website is to Google Quaker John. Another way is by going to the top right hand corner of my YouTube channel page, and there you will see Quaker John website. Click on that and it will take you to the website. On the website you may click onto the YouTube channel or to the Facebook page. On the Quaker John website, among other things, there is the merchandise page where you may purchase Quaker John merchandise if you wish. And you may also support the channel financially if you wish. Okay, I'll play the short video about the Quaker John Facebook page and the chat group. Quaker John is on Facebook. There are two ways of reaching Quaker John's Facebook page. If you go to Facebook and enter Quaker John in the search, then you will go to the Quaker John Facebook page. Or you may go to my YouTube channel and in the top right hand corner you will see the Facebook symbol. If you click on this symbol, then it will take you to Quaker John on Facebook. On the Quaker John Facebook page, I'll be talking about my rides and rides coming up and other interesting information. The guys have gathered to the chat group on the Quaker John Facebook page where they meet and greet. If you are a subscriber of the channel, you are most welcome to join us. Become a friend of Quaker John on Facebook. Yeah, that sounds really good, Walter, having a big parking lot. to practice in. That sounds really good. That's a safe way of learning, really. Yeah, I said this earlier, but if you want to send in photos or short videos, that'd be great. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, if you find a good crash video that you want us to look at, send that to me as well, or a good funny video for us to look at. Send that in as well, and I'll put it on live stream. Oh well, guys, I'll put up the final screens. Quaker John is on Facebook. That's my email address, john@quakerjohn.com.au, and my website address is www.quakerjohn.com.au. That's not a bad idea, Alan. Yeah, good one, Walden. Yeah, it would be good to show a video of things that are done correctly, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'll see what I can dig up. There is one YouTube channel where, but then there might be a problem with copyright. They may not want me to show their video. I'll look into it anyway and just see. So the final screen is so the final screen is live stream, which is next Wednesday, 19th of August, at the same time, 10 PM Brisbane, Australia local time. Well, guys, I might wrap it up. What do you reckon? Yeah, yeah, I've seen other videos too. Yeah, the YouTube channel I was thinking of was McRider. He goes he intentionally teaches. He's probably an MSF trainer, and so he may not appreciate me using his videos. But yeah, you're right. I should be able to find something. Well, thanks for joining in, Alan and Walter. It's because you guys do that we can do live stream. And see you guys next week.